And welcome back, everyone. So yeah, we just had a quick little break there. There's quite a lot of bikers, lots of different kinds of bikes as well, so I was having a mooch around them. I have also remembered to do the two things that I wanted to do, which was change the blinker on here so that it blinks a bit higher RPM. I think I put it up like 1500 RPM. And I've also set up the Dynamic Pro. So I've not got it in Dynamic Pro yet, but I'm gonna put it in it shortly and we will see what difference it makes. Now I've kind of kept all of it the same, other than I've taken off the wheelie suppression. I don't think it will wheelie, but we'll have to see. Jesus, they are expensive cars, and they were like bloody Le Mans cars or something. That, what the hell? But yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. I mean, if it is a bit like unruly, which I doubt it will be, I can always change it back to dynamic. But I think it's probably going to be best changing it when we're on the fly rather than changing it at a standstill, just because then if it does change anything weird, I can kind of, oh cool, look at that, like a little waterfall thing. So what we want to do then, I believe you press there, Dynamic Pro. Now all the throttle responses, everything should still be the same. The only thing that should be different, like I say, is just that it's not restricting the power on me when I'm trying to actually accelerate. So we'll see how much different it is. Yeah, there was some nice little bikes there. There was a guy who had like a custom, I think it was like a Kawasaki, but he basically turned like a Kawasaki Ninja into a chopper, which was the weirdest thing ever. So it was like an inline 4 chopper with like suicide bars on it. And when he started it up, it just sounded like a Ninja. So, but it had like, it was a Ninja, but he'd put this really weird little stubby exhaust on it, so it had like a weird like rattly noise. Yeah, it was very, very, very odd. And then there was the usual crowd there was a bunch of Harley dudes there. A couple of nice Harleys actually. There's a really nice one. Look at how the fuck's that thing? Jesus. Yeah, there was a really nice Harley actually that I quite like the look of. I don't know what it was. It was in like the Harley orange, but it also had like, he had like slightly higher bars. They weren't quite like the suicide bars that are like above your head basically, but they were a bit higher up, and it had like a really nice like, so it had like the orange but then had like matte black everywhere else. It wasn't chrome anywhere on it. Looked really nice. I don't know what it was. It wasn't like a Sportster or anything like that, but yeah, I might have to have a Google on that. I mean, to be fair, it didn't look stock, so he's probably had some work done on it. So now on to the next part of the journey, which is heading to Conwy. Now, Conwy's, it's basically directly that way, so this valley just leads straight to it. So it's not too difficult for us to get there. The worry is, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, that looks really foggy over there. Which I don't get, because it is, I mean, it's still nice and sunny. It's 15 degrees. You know, I've not even had to put the heated grips on yet. We'll probably save that from the motorway on the way back though, because I reckon I'll be freezing. But yeah, I didn't need to change the battery on the camera either. We've still actually got like 56% battery on it, which is very impressive. We've basically done the longest bit. We're only 13 miles away. Oh my god, 20 really. It goes from a 60 down to a 20, that's mental. Yeah, we've only got 13 miles to get into Conwy, and then we'll have a little bit of a mooch around there. Oh, I absolutely hate 20 mile an hour speed limits. It's just crazy. The one good thing is though, when you're doing a 20 mile an hour speed limit through a place like this, where it's quite nice, you know, all the houses are quite nice, you've got a nice little, nice valleys surrounding everything. Don't really mind it. It's when you kind of just stuck doing 20 everywhere, but it's not as bad really, this route. It's been pretty good today. We've had a lot of 60s for pretty much the entire thing, I would say. The annoying thing is this bike really doesn't like second gear, so you can see it's like jittering a little bit when it does 20, and then if I go down into first, it jitters because it doesn't like 20 in first. So you're kind of stuck, really. There's no way of winning. It doesn't rev very nice, this bike. It's got a crap exhaust when you rev bomb it. It sounds good when you're driving it. That's what all the kids want. Come on, let's go. The inline fours are way better for doing like little rev bombs. You can't really do them with these BMs. They really just don't like it. I don't know. It's like when you're actually using this bike, like going speed, it's got a nice grunt to it. But when you just kind of want to just rev bomb it, it just sounds very weak and pathetic. It's like. But yeah, I mean, there's worse places in the world you can be stuck doing 20 mile an hour. Like, it does give you a bit of time just to kind of have a mooch around, look at things. Kind of have to do just over 20 for the bike to actually like doing it. Because if I do dead on 20, it just jitters like mad. It's because these bikes were never meant to do 20 mile an hour. They've been geared for like an actual country that has sense with their speeds, where like you're doing 30 mile an hour. Like 30 mile an hour in third gear, it'll do that all day long. It doesn't care. It's perfectly fine. Does hardly any revs, no emissions, no issues at all. We've done all the good roads, which is kind of getting to, Betws-y-Coed back there, but I mean it's still an alright little ride out. We've got the sun on us. It's actually not too bad at the moment. My worry is basically I've not got any jumpers or anything on underneath this. I've literally just got a t-shirt on today, t-shirt and my Kevlar jeans. So I'm kind of in my summer gear, what I would ride in like 30-degree temperatures. And as soon as that sun sets, it's going to get very cold. And I'm going to regret not bringing a jumper. I'm warm at the moment, but I can feel it getting a little bit chillier. Whether that's just because I'm getting near the sea, I don't know. But yeah, it's been a really good ride out today. I've actually really enjoyed just getting out on the bike, just chilling out. As much as I like to have a moan when I'm on my bike, I do really enjoy riding a bike. I mean, so far I'm in this Dynamic Pro, and I've not really noticed much difference. I guess we'll see when we get to like a standstill and I set off. I'll be able to tell there, because that's the kind of area where I'm hoping it's going to help. Because the speed for the rest of it is perfectly fine. Coming from an inline previously to this, that had like crazy speed off the line. It just kind of went like you could literally do like 60 mile an hour in like first gear on that last bike. It was mental. This doesn't quite like that, but it's definitely got a bit more grunt to the mid-ranges. I mean, don't get me wrong, that Honda Hornet, that revved to like, I think it was 16,000 RPM, and you had to really rev it. It kind of only picked up its power at about 10,000 RPM, so it was kind of good for setting off the line, because you could literally just full throttle it and you were off then. Whereas this, obviously it's like flashing to change at about 7,000-8,000, but once you pass that initial second gear, once you get to second gear and you're up and above, the gear changes are alright, because it's got the quick shifter. Alright, cool. Oh, it seems to be going over some form of bridge. Chignigros. I've just absolutely butchered that. I have no idea what the fuck that actually is. Little railway as well, actually. Ooh. It's not actually a little bridge, it's quite a fancy bridge. Yeah, this is the estuary that leads into Colwyn. I think it's Colwyn Bay, I think it is. at the end of the day, the 20 mile an hour occasional speed limits that you get in Wales, they're 100% worth it for the scenery and the roads, because yeah, it's definitely one of the cooler places to come. I just need to find some more roads in Wales, really. I only kind of know around this area, so I kind of know Conwy, Betws-y-Coed, that kind of top part of North Wales. I kind of want to find some more roads to do south of that, or maybe in between it, because I always end up just doing the same loop every time I come round. Don't get me wrong, I like doing this route, but I always like to find new places to go. Which again, if anyone's got any suggestions as to some new places in Wales to try and go, please do let me know in the comments. I'm always up for trying it. Oh, but we can now accelerate. Yeah, there's a definite improvement with that acceleration there. That felt way faster. That's interesting. Bike doesn't feel like it's trying to wheelie. It just must be really oversensitive for the BMWs built into the software to basically go, oh yeah, no, we cut the power when you're setting off, so it's nice and smooth that you set off. Which it is nice and smooth, don't get me wrong, but there's some days where I just kind of like to feel the hooliganism of owning a bike. And this is one of those days. I've still not tried rain. Like, even road, I've never actually tried road mode because I just don't see the point in it. It just makes the bike less responsive. Rain mode, I thought I would need it over winter, but I've just kept it in dynamic, even when riding ice and all kinds of stuff. It was kind of fine. I think if you're a newer rider, or if you're not as like confident with your throttle and you know how you should accelerate in worse conditions, which is just essentially slow down a little bit, then yeah, it might be quite a good little mode for you. But I think for the most part, most people just stick in dynamic, or if they've got it, dynamic pro. And I can see why, to be fair. I think though, with the amount of footage I'm going to get from this, I might be splitting it into 2 separate videos. We'll just have to see, because I might end up doing something like doing one video that I've heavily cut, and then doing a couple of, don't know, like YouTube shorts or something. It's weird, I seem to get a lot more viewership on the YouTube short side than I do for doing my longer videos, but it's odd because I actually prefer making these longer videos where I have to do a lot more editing on them, and it's like I'm actually going out on a ride and doing all that side of it. But I prefer making these, but these videos only get, I don't know, like 60, 70 views. True shorts seem to get like thousands and thousands of views, but they kind of require not a lot of effort to make them. Still going to make shorts and everything, but these are definitely my preference of video to make. I prefer doing longer videos where I can edit through them and see the actual ride and put the ride up, and yeah, they're just a lot more enjoyable for me. Whole editing side, I never realised like how complicated it actually is. You can go very deep into it. I mean, I'm not very good because I've been learning it while doing this. It's the thing that's kind of allowed me to learn how to do video editing to a degree. You know, I'm getting there with it. I'm finding my stride. I'm kind of getting all my little templates sorted. Like, I do try and aim with each of the videos. I try and aim to get them about 20 minutes long, but then because I end up like rewatching them, and there's literally 20 minutes would be gone in a flash with the sort of rides I do, I end up just going, oh, we're gonna have to make like a 70-minute long video and then split it into 2 basically and go from there. Like this is going to be about 5 hours of footage total, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to struggle to put that into like a 20-minute long video. I don't think I've come in this way to Conwy before. I usually come across the bridge at the front and come around that way. But yeah, I've come over like the back, but I've kind of come over like a different way that I would usually come on the back as well. But there's the castle wall there. So that's the bit where we're going into in a second. Well, there's some nice big houses here though. I literally never realised any of this existed. We'll go and have a mooch though. We'll see whether we can get down to the front, and if we can have like a little bit of a walk around. But It doesn't look as busy as I was expecting it to be, but then again, it is like, what is it? It's nearly 5 o'clock, so it's 4:30. He's got a random bow tied to the back of his head. It's weird. It doesn't do rev bombs. I can't. I'm very sorry. It just doesn't do it. It's pathetic. I don't know if it's like an actual twin thing. Yeah, I don't think I can get down there anymore. I don't think they let you kind of ride down. But yeah, here's Conwy. Here's the castle. Well, the castle's ahead basically. I think it's High Street that butcher's is on. But yeah, it's quite a funky-dunky little town. I don't know if I can go up that way. Can I go up? I apparently can go up, so let's go up here. I might have to do a rolling guide of this place, but yeah, the butcher's is coming up here on the right. Yeah, it's a big old building, Edwards. Yeah, that's where you get your sausage rolls from. That's a good quality place. I think I'm going to have to go back round in a circle again, because I think I've gone the whole of Conwy's like a one-way system. And yeah, this is the little tour of Conwy that we're managing to do. I actually bought a t-shirt from that shop last time I was in it. Oh, the bike does not like this. He's overheating. Also can smell his fish and chips. Oh god, it makes me want a chippy. But yeah, there's supposed to be a really good fish and chips in Conwy as well. I just don't know which one it is. We'll let this taxi man go because we're nice like that. Somewhere I need to kind of pull in before we leave. Might have to go back round again. See what we can find. I just need somewhere to pull in up for 2 minutes. What's this thing here? I don't know what this is, but we'll pull in here for a minute. I think it's like a bus stop, but we should be right. If we pull in here, wow. I think that's some of the, that's the guy there on his orange bloody Harley that I was talking about before. They're the guys. Yeah, they're the ones that I saw earlier on. No way. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes then. I'm just going to swap everything out and then we'll be good to go. We're off again. I think we're going to have to do yet another loop of the town. But it shouldn't be a problem. So I've swapped all the batteries over. One thing that I did notice, which I didn't really plan ahead to think about, was that the actual mic that's in my helmet, that's only got about 20% battery left. So we'll just have to see how that goes and at what point that's going to die. I think the problem is I didn't really have long enough to actually like charge that. So I could have actually charged it because I do have another charger with me, but yeah, I just didn't. I didn't get enough time because I was only stopped for about 10-15 minutes at each of the places. I think we'll be sneaky and try to sneak past here. So at some point the actual audio may just die, but I'm hoping that I will manage to get at least the audio of me getting to the motorway. Which you should do, because I mean, I've recorded 4 hours, I think it is. Yeah, it's about 4 hours, and it says it's got 26% left. So it should still have about an hour at least. So literally the only reason I've come back this way is because I like riding over the bridge, just because it's not the actual castle bridge, which is a shame because that seems to just be gone. But it's as close as we're going to get to riding over a castle bridge. So there's the night shop. So yeah, I think that's the original castle bridge there. and I think it's actually a footpath. I think it's either a footpath or I think it's a train line. I think trains go down it. I can't actually remember which one it is. But yeah, that's the bay, and yeah, that was our little trip out to Conwy, going through the various different locations in Wales. Yeah, that sea breeze, that is a chilly breeze. That's dropped quite a bit. I mean, up in the mountains it was what, like 15, 16 degrees. Now it's 12 degrees here. There is a bit of a chill that's hit me in the face because I've still got my visor open a little bit just to get a bit of fresh air in. I'll say one thing, the roads in Conwy are not looked after like the other roads are. This roundabout is a bit of a mess. There's quite a lot of potholes here. So we are now on the motorway, it's kind of a motorway, going back to the lovely, lovely land of Manchester. But I'm hoping we'll get a bit more content on the way back, because that would be quite good. That's some bonus. So what I've had to do is I've had to record like a kind of temporary, might be the end of the video, but I've done that like back there, just in case the mic cuts out before I actually get home. I think it's going to, because it says an hour and 25 minutes, and I'm pretty certain it's going to run out in the next like maybe 30-40 minutes, so we'll just have to see, but at least for the meantime we should still have the mic. I don't know if it makes a noise or if anything happens when the mic cuts out. That's going to be an interesting thing. It's weird as well, because like a lot of these bikes that I'm actually seeing that are riding around and riding past me and stuff, they're actually bikes that I've come across today while I've been riding around. So that bike that just went past there, I actually was speaking to that guy back at Llangollen, because I remember the look of his bike and I remember like his helmet and everything. So he's obviously been riding around all the kind of similar roads what I've been doing today. There's an angry Tesla man, I think it is, or Porsche. Yeah, he doesn't care about getting a speeding ticket. This whole road's a 50 mile an hour. And yeah, you don't fuck with the Welsh police when you're getting a speeding ticket. But yeah, look how calm the sea is. That is crazy. It's like a lake. It just looks like a lake. That's freaky. Someone in the comments will be like, "Oh, that's a sign there's a tsunami coming," or something mental like that. But just like, I'm here, like, yeah, that's well nice. That's cool. Yeah, look, you can see, like, look, even the waves, there's just no waves. Yeah, I don't know why, that's just kind of freaks me out. Ooh, look at this little thing coming up here, what's that? It's definitely struggling to get up the hill anyway, whatever it is. Oh, it's an old MG. See, that's back when MG was like an actual, I think they were British, weren't they? British. I'm sure they were a British motor sort of production plant thing. Or they made them a lot here or something, but now all the MGs now, they're all just made in China. And they're all cheap they're designed to last about 2 or 3 years and then they just fall apart. But then again, the old MGs were not really known for their reliability, so I'm a little bit disappointed I didn't get to go and have a sausage roll though in Conwy, but oh well. At least I got an ice cream back in Betws-y-Coed. I'm hoping this year is going to be quite good to record a lot of videos on. I've been riding for nearly 8 years, I think now. I think it's 8 years this year, 8 or 9 years. God, I can't even remember. And like every single year, I'm always going on these little rides and going places and seeing all kinds of interesting things, chatting crap about stuff. And I just never have thought, you know what, I'll just record that. I just need to find some new places to go to, really. But I think I'll end it here, and I hope everyone's enjoyed the video today. I hope everyone's enjoyed the little ride out. And like I say, any suggestions on new routes or anything, I will much appreciate them, because I always like to find new places to explore. And yeah, I hope you'll all join me on the next one when I get that out. Bye bye.